Richard.
I'm Craig.
My name's Mary.
My name's Jeremy.
My name's Hannah.
How much experience had you had of migrants in the UK before you came to Open Doors?
Absolutely nothing.
Only
Yeah.
what you see on the news.
Personally, not much.
Absolutely nil. And in fact, when I came for my interview, I thought, oh, I wonder if I'm doing the right thing. Because I left, a privileged white background, and I walked into here and I saw all the different nationalities. I thought, oh, crikey, I don't know what this will be like. And now, 5 weeks later, I've met absolutely wonderful people. Just totally changed my attitude.
At Open Doors there were people from all over the world. I hadn't met migrants from North Africa or from the Middle East before. Here I got to know one student from Syria quite well, and it was really interesting to meet someone coming from a conflict zone that you've heard so much about, and talk about normal life events and interests.
I didn't really know who we'd be teaching or anything at the language school, but I was really pleasantly surprised because I think the people have been really lovely.
Sitting opposite someone who's a maths teacher in Eritrea, and he was telling about his experiences, that the future was sort of mapped out and he was going to be a maths teacher forever. That's what he wanted to happen, but just something had to change in his life because of what they were going through as a family, and he had to leave. It was quite enlightening.
I was thinking about it last night at home, and my view was different than it would have been before, and I said about people I'd taught and how you had to think about their circumstances rather than sort of, just get swept up in the media coverage.
Yeah, and however dangerous that journey is they're attempting, they would all say, well, it wasn't as dangerous as what I was facing back home. And we just can't imagine what that must be like. Feeling on a daily basis that your family is under threats of persecution or
And they're not doing
segregation.
travelling here to be dangerous to us or to break the law, and I didn't really think about that before.
When you watch the news, you don't really hear why you want to try and get into the country. They just kind of show a group of migrants, but when you actually meet the people, you get to know the person, the individual, and their reasons for coming to the UK.
It's just lack of familiarity and believing the stereotypes you read in the news, and just seeing immigration as a problem and never really thinking about people as people. In the end, when you meet people, we're all absolutely the same. But you don't see that in the news, you just see them as a group. You don't see them as individuals.
So now when you watch the news...
Totally different feeling. Yeah.
Okay.
Just think, I wonder what their stories are, I wonder where they've come from, I wonder what difficulties they've experienced to get as far as Cali. I just see it completely differently, totally differently. Generosity, warmth, lack of any kind of envy, people who are very, very bright, lost everything, and just feel blessed that they're in this country and prepared to start from scratch. It's very, very humbling. Just now we were offered some food from Syria, and the man said it used to be a speciality of this particular town, which is now flattened. And it just brings you up with a jolt that your own life experience is so sheltered and so privileged and so free.
Yeah.
And they've all got massive difficulties, and most of them are sunny, cheerful, really prepared to work hard too, which again is way away from the stereotypical image.
It's just putting sort of face to these people that you see on the news sort of queuing up at the borders, and you realise what they've been through to get here, and you feel incredibly sorry. You realise that these are just kind of normal people, just like me and you. They might be teachers, doctors, or street sweepers, whatever. They're all here because they couldn't live in their own country for whatever reason. Not just come on a whim. You feel terrible, pity for them for having to be here. I just say hello to them, shake their hand, say hi. All of the people we've met have been really friendly and really interesting and just great to get along with.
I think the people certainly that we've met in the last few weeks have really enriched our lives, because they're bringing a whole different culture, they've got different perspectives on things. It's an opportunity to broaden your worldview and make your life more interesting.
And just start a simple conversation and just listen to what they have to say.
See if there are any similarities as well as differences.
Just a wealth of experience that we know nothing about.
Before to come to Open Door, I feeling alone. Not each school, it's big family to support you with everything in your life. This is the truth. and my colleague is thinking same.
Thank you, Zoe.
But
Thank
I go
you.
And I think it's educated me.
How sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind.